Hello everybody and welcome. I am the grounded Gliscor favorite Armor holding PokeTuber, and I want to welcome you to the first ever Sun and Moon Wi-Fi replay of the Alola International I've ever done. I'm gonna do post commentary for this because I cannot fully concentrate when I need to talk during battle, so that's mostly why. If you watched the team builder of yesterday, you know that we were going up against the Angelo Slowbro, coached by Alex right here. You will see the team which I brought. You will see the team that Alex brought, and from that way, I'm gonna post commentary about this. So, in the team builder, if you want more about that, the link to that will be down below in the description if you want to check it out. And if not, this is just a quick overview. This is, we have Scarf Gengar, Life Orb, Rest, Healing Wish, Shaman, Tangaberry, Espeon, Hidden Power, Fire, Rotom, Blastoise with Seismic Toss, and Choice Band and Dragonite pretty much. So, on his side we have Tapu Fini, Scizor, Snorlax, Nidoking, Thundurus, and Hippowdon. So, I will actually click the play button right now and we get straight into this. So, looking at the team, I actually decided to open up with my Gengar because it would be a good lead for me in my opinion, because we have good coverage for everything that he has on his team. As he opens up with the Tapu Fini straight up right here, as we open up with Gengar here, as we talked about. So Lilith opens up the field for us as Tapu Fini comes in, and right here I make a first turn prediction right here, and I predict him to go into Snorlax, so I click Trick straight up. As he is actually going to go to withdraw Tapu Fini indeed into the Snorlax, as we are going to click Trick. So, clicking Trick for me really showed me what kind of set he would be. And my thoughts were right, he's actually going to be a Assault Vest Snorlax right here. So, I'm just going to stay in a Sludge Wave because I thought he might return right here as a move, knowing that he doesn't have status, so I want to scout what he's going to do. But he actually clicks Ice Punch right here, which is going to do not even a 2-hit KO, but we get the Curse Body. So it's actually forced to swap right here, so I want to predict that he is going into something along the lines of maybe... what was his name? Maybe something along the lines of Thundurus maybe, or whatnot. So he's actually going to go into his Scizor right here, which I didn't expect, so I brought out Shaman right here. So I want to switch Shaman right out of there because I don't want to take a U-turn and I go straight into Rotom Heat. Not want to take any hard damage from him. And he's going to make a double swap out into the Snorlax back again. So, actually right here I was quite unsure what to do, but I click Protect to scout what he's going to do. That's also one of the reasons why we have Protect, and he is going to click Return this time, which actually gave me a free swap to Gengar straight up again, because we're immune and he is Scarfed, so why wouldn't we? As he's actually going to go to the Tapu Fini, predicting us to probably go for a fire move or whatnot, or predicting if we were defensive. I don't know what he was predicting right here, but he goes Tapu Fini as we click Hidden Power right here, which was a good play. I just wanted to see what he probably could do as a damage output towards us, so I could figure out what kind of Snorlax set he really was. I knew he was offensive, but I didn't know if it was Adamant Max Attack maybe. So he's going to swap out his Tapu Fini and is actually going to swap out into the Snorlax, as I'm going to switch out right now into my Shaman right here. This battle so far is pretty much swapping around every mon that comes in, because Shaman's going to get swapped out again, and I'm this time going into Gibson, predicting that he wants to go for the Ice Punch, as he does go for the Ice Punch. Seeing how little damage he did, I actually predicted right here that he would go for the swap right here, because he didn't do any damage. So I actually want to predict that and go out into the Gengar right away. Apparently we outsped the Snorlax. I thought that he would swap, but he stayed in and went for Ice Punch again, so I was pretty scared that we were gonna die. But we get the Curse Body again from Lilith right here, so she really wants to be the MVP right now. So, Snorlax is gonna get withdrawn because of this Curse Body, so can't do anything. As I predict him to go into the Scissor and click Hidden Power Fire right here. So Lilith does go for the HP Fire, and that is gonna be a dead Scissor straight up. So that's a threat we don't need to worry about anymore. The mist disappears again, and he is going to go into the Nidoking right here. At this point in time, I was really scared what to do, so I actually decided to swap out into the Espeon because he didn't have any bugs left, so the Tangaberry was useless. And being from full, I could actually scout out what set he would be. So he's gonna click Sludge Wave right here because it would KO Gengar and does a ton to the rest of the team. And a crit happens. Based on the crit, I noticed that he was a Scarf one because he also swapped, but I didn't get why he would swap. Later on I talked to him in the match and he talked about that he was predicting us to be Scarfed as well because he didn't see an item. Right here he's rented to the Snorlax on the Espeon again, and we're actually going to use double Psychic right here as he's going to take the kill on Espeon with Ice Punch. I wanted to sack Espeon right here to get a clean swap because I didn't want to risk Gengar once again. So right here I actually want to go into my Blastoise right here because Snorlax is low enough to the point where Blastoise could pick up a KO. And I knew we would outspeed. So we're going to Mega Evolve straight here with Blastoise, and we are going to click the Water Pulse right here. Just so we can do that much damage that from the stab that we can actually take it out. And I didn't want to reveal Seismic Toss right here. So Zaratan is going to pick up his first kill right here and kills the Snorlax. Next up he's going to bring it Tapu Fini to actually waltz us completely. And at this point I didn't see quite the need to actually risk Blastoise still. So I didn't want to click Seismic Toss. So I just go for the easy swap and I go straight up to Shaymin Hawthorne right here. Because we could take anything that he wants to throw at us, as he's going to throw the Moonblast. Knowing from the damage that he did, I noticed that he is a bit invested in special attack. Because Moonblast could have done a bit less if he was just bulky. Actually, he's going to withdraw the Tapu Fini right here and is going to go out to the Thunderous. And it was really hard for him to predict me right here, so I just went up for the Psychic and revealed that. It looked to me like the best play, and we actually almost two-shot this Thunderous. So I could stay in here, but I don't want to get Hawthorne to get too low, so I go straight up into Gibson, because he doesn't have the threatening physical attackers in my opinion left, so Gibson looked like a good swap. As he's going to click Sludge Wave, and I didn't see a Life Orb, so I actually predicted straight up here that he was going to be a Z Crystal. I just didn't know which Z Crystal he would have. So I was pretty scared of the coverage that he would get, and he's actually going to swap out because he couldn't do damage. So he's actually going to go to the Hippowdon right here, which is going to set up the Sandstream, and I'm actually going to go and use Hidden Power to be safe. As Hidden Power is not going to do that much to Hippowdon, more than I thought it would. And at this point I probably confused him of what Hidden Power we had, because it was neutral on Tapu Fini and neutral on Hippowdon. So right here we're going to switch Gibson out of here, and we're going to swap out straight to Hawthorne right here. As he's going to take his chance right here with Hippowdon to set up Stealth Rocks. Which can hurt my team pretty much and also forces me to spin in the long run. So Hawthorne is going to get buffeted by the Sandstorm, which isn't nice because we are Life Orb as well. As the mist disappears right here, so we are able to rest if needed. So Hawthorne is going to click Sleet Fair, but we miss unfortunately, as we would be able to KO if we landed. But he is going to use Whirlwind and throw us out there, and he is actually going to swap in Gengar with the Whirlwind, so that's going to be a dead Gengar right here. It was a shame that they dragged in Gengar because I thought Gengar would be useful in the long run, maybe later. But I saw this opportunity of Gengar feigning to go into Blastoise. Blastoise right here would be able to take him on, and I didn't quite know what item he was. I thought Rocky Helmet, but I clicked Rapid Spin right here, and it reveals to me that he isn't Rocky Helmet either. And we get rid of the rocks right now. As he's gonna click Slack Off and predicted us to probably attack, which didn't quite ring a bell by me. Now looking back at it, it was pretty obvious that he was probably gonna have some sort of berry. As we are gonna click Water Pulse, and he's gonna eat his Pasho Berry right here to reduce the damage of Water Pulse. I don't fully agree on how much that would, how much I agree on that, but I think, yeah, why not? So he is confused right now by the Water Pulse, and he is actually gonna go for the Stealth Rocks one more time. He's just gonna be forced to put him up right now, because he needs the damage. So the Sandstorm is gonna subside right here, and I thought, alright, let's switch it up and predict Thunderous or something and go for the Ice Beam. And Ice Beam just left him at 1 HP, so I was backing right here for him not to hurt himself. As he is not, and gonna click Stealth Rocks, predicting us to Rapid Spin. So this time Blastoise can pick up the Rapid Spin KO straight up right here and take out this Hippowdon and prevent rocks at the same time. So this was a very useful kill. As he now is actually going to go into the Thunderous and is going to threaten me out, unfortunately. So Zaratan has his time to shine, it had it. So I wanted to predict the Electric type move right here, and I went straight into Gibson again. Because there were no rocks on the field, we had clean free play right here, as he is going to click Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt did quite a lot of damage and I didn't quite know what to expect right here. Probably in my opinion the safe play right here was to click Protect to see what he's probably gonna do. As I actually over predict and go out to the Zaratan right here, to Blastoise, predicting him to go to Tapu Fini, so I could 1v1 it again. But he is gonna click his Z move, and it reveals to us that he is gonna be Gigavolt Havoc. After the match I talked to him, to Alex, about why did he click this move on Rotom. And he told me that he calced it and Gigavolt Havoc was the only move that could KO Rotom. But Rotom didn't get KO'd, so actually the Gigavolt Havoc is going to go off with the Blastoise, and Blastoise is going to get destroyed right here. I didn't expect Blastoise to live. Once I saw the Electric Z move, I knew we were done for. So Blastoise is going to go down, and I took this chance to go into Saphira right here, the Dragonite, to pick up some KOs right here. So we are going to click the E-Speed right here, and we are going to take out this Thundurus. We still have a multi-skill intact. We took down this threat, which is called Thundurus, as he is now going to go into his Tapu Fini. Him going into Tapu Fini actually threatened me out, because I don't want to lose my skill versus the Nidoking, because I didn't know what coverage it would have. So I actually want to go to Gibson right here, most likely as a sack, but he actually is going to click Moonblast right here. Moonblast is not going to do enough to the point that it can take us out with another one, but it gets a special attack drop. And actually getting the special attack drop worked out in our favor, because now he probably felt more comfortable staying in with Tapu Fini on the Rotom, which gave us a chance to actually use Pain Split. But unfortunately we don't outspeed, and I thought, oh no, if he gets a crit we're done. But he didn't get a crit, he didn't do anything, and we are able to click Pain Split right here. So we are pretty much getting him back up to green health, as he's going to be close to 50% probably. He's about 53% right now. And Rotom is about the same. Rotom is about 53% of himself. We didn't reveal that we have an electric type move, and he doesn't know that. But he's probably scared of that. So I actually go switch out Gibson and I go into Hawthorne right here, because it looked to me like it was going to be a good swap. As it looks like it is, because he's going to click Taunt. Sure, we're going to be able to Healing Wish or Rest or whatnot, but at this point I was like, I need to make some aggressive plays right here, and switching into Shaman right here was an aggressive play, and I click Seed Flare, and I'm going to be able to take down this Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini is now going to be KO'd by Shaman by Seed Flare, and we're going to take some Life Orb damage. His last Pokemon right now is going to be Nidoking, and now it was a battle of who do I sack right now. And actually I decided to sack Rotom, because it's all for differential still, but I wanted to see what he's gonna do, and I want to scout if he had Ice Beam. But he's actually gonna click Sludge Wave right here, and we are gonna be 2-hit KO'd, and I thought that this was a good chance to actually sack Rotom. Rotom could probably, if he was Scarfed, do a bit more. But he isn't Scarfed, and I'm gonna click Protect to really scout if he was Scarfed or whatnot, to make sure my feeling was alright. As he's gonna click Sludge Wave again. This pretty much confirms to me that he is probably a Choice Scarf Nidoking. And I thought, alright, I wasted a turn, but I wanted to be sure, and now he can actually take me out with a Sludge Wave right here. So Gibson is gonna go down, and that is the end of Rotom Heat, unfortunately. But this gave us a clean switch out into Saphira right now. Saphira is gonna clean up the game for us, clicking Earthquake, as we have on this. And right here we see that he is indeed Scarfed based by the damage that he did. He got a crit again, which broke our scale, and we are going to click Earthquake, and we are going to pick the KO on the Nidoking. So, this was the end of the battle. GG, Alex. We won with a 2-0 victory versus Alex, and that means that your Low Land Nidoqueens are currently 2-0 right now. So, I want to take this time also to ask you guys what you think of my post commentary, what you think of Sun and Moon battles right here, and probably what I should do different maybe in the future. I'm willing to listen to everything that you guys have to say, and that is all for me as the coach of the Low Land Nidoqueens. So I want to thank you all so much for watching to this battle, and I will see you in the next one, and I'm out.